SAFC Fan TV, I'm Shaun Middleton outside the Stadium Light, where Sunderland are playing the first round of the FA Cup against Gillingham. The current score is Sunderland 1, Gillingham 1. And now I'll get the fans' reactions as they leave the ground. Could you please like, share and subscribe to our channel? That'd be very much appreciated. Thanks for your time. Alright, I'm outside the Stadium Light with Cliff Smith. Cliff, obviously the game's 1-1. What do you make of the game?
Terrible, as bad as Tuesday night. I don't know where we're going to go on from here. I've travelled in from Scotland to see this, and it's just getting worse. It's just getting worse. I don't know why people complain about Jack Ross when they watch this.
Do you think it's, talking to Deano, like during the game, I was one for getting Jack Ross out, I'll be honest, I'll put my hands up. But looking at it now, I'm starting to believe that this squad of players is not good enough, full stop. Like.
No, I would agree with you. I would agree with you. It's gone downhill. They don't seem confident. There's no confidence there at all. Terrible.
Where do we go now then as a football club?
I think we'll be lucky to end up in the top half this season. Got to rebuild. Same as we've done for the last 3 seasons.
What do you mean if obviously John McLaughlin, I mean, we were right at the side of the goal. I mean, it was a basic save to make.
It was, but I wouldn't blame John McLaughlin. No, I think he's quite a good keeper.
Is that a Scottish thing or what?
No, I'm from Bladen, son. No, I quite like him as a keeper, and that was unfortunate today, but he has saved us quite a few times, especially last season.
Last season, but you can't say to me that he's the same player this season.
He's not. I don't know why. It's maybe the whole confidence in the team. Don't know. Sad state.
Where we're going now, I mean, do you think we've got to bring players in, like, and well, that's our only hope now, isn't it?
You have, but who's going to come? And how is he going to get rid of any of them? Who's going to buy any of them?
I mean, we're crossing the ball a lot now. When before, like, I mean, Deano was saying you're crossing the ball now, plenty crossing, but then you got Grigg, who's like, he's not very big, isn't he?
No, he's not. No, he's not. And what's his name? Centre forward. He's still injured. The big fella. Aye. So you play to Grigg's feet, you might get a chance. Don't know.
Where do you think we'll finish then?
Tell you, I'll be lucky if we finish in the top half. That's my opinion. I hope I'm wrong.
Any positives or what?
Keep a hard look on 9.
Right, have a safe journey home. Thanks for your time, mate. Cheers, pal. Thank you. It's Sunderland 1, Gillingham 1 still playing, and with Keith from Ethiopia. Keith, obviously it's a bit of a disappointing day for Sunderland. How would you assess the game, mate?
Well, if Dobson hadn't been playing, there was nobody playing, in my opinion. Absolute garbage, I have to say. First time I've seen them this season, just back for a week, and really bad, poor. Nothing there at all. There's no creativity, nothing.
Right, what do you think the team's lacking? I mean, me and Deano think it's the midfield. I mean, I see I'm not a fan of Power, but I'm not a fan of Dobson. But who have we got to replace him with?
There's only Dobson tried for me, put all the tackles in, there's no press. I mean, Gillingham's coming in and on top of us most of the game. It's just not good at all. I don't say anything. I saw them end of last season, first time this season, and just terrible.
I mean, there's a lot of people wanting Jack Ross out, but you look at it now, I mean, is it a case of, well, these players are not good enough, do you know what I mean?
It's not good enough, what are you going to do? I mean, the manager, what can he do with that lot? That's what I say. Okay. On the telly? What's it say about your dad?
Who's your man of the match, mate?
Who do you think was the best? Dobson?
Right, anyway, thanks for your time, mate, alright? Cheers, pal. Have a safe journey home, alright? Cheers, thank you. Alright, I'm outside the Stadium Light with Jake. Jake, obviously the game, I think it's just ended, Sunderland 1, Gillingham 1. What do you make of the game?
It was a good game, but shouldn't have had a free kick at the beginning of the second half. But it's been an alright game from there.
Do you think we played well?
Better than usually. But we could play better. So.
What do you think of John McLaughlin's error in obviously the second half?
Lee Bird should have got started if he weren't injured. So hopefully he gets off injury soon.
Do you think this squad's good enough to get promoted?
No. Never.
I think we could probably make it to the playoffs and get beat in the final again.
We could do with more players in January, but obviously Parkinson's just taken over, so it's not his squad.
You've got to give him time, haven't you? I mean, at the end of the day, it's still, I suppose, still the same players, still Jack Ross mentality a little bit, but do you think that in a whole, I mean, we're going to have to strengthen, I think that's pretty clear now, we've got to strengthen, haven't we? Anybody?
That's all we have to do is strengthen. I think by Christmas it'll probably show us how the season's going to turn out, and I feel like if we're doing good at Christmas and we're still in the playoff spot, we'll probably have a good chance of getting through the playoffs. And if we're in second, don't throw it away this time like we did last time.
Right, cheers lads, thanks for your time, alright? Cheers lads, thank you. Cheers. Alright, the game's ended, Sunderland 1, Gillingham 1. Ty, obviously it's a bit of a disappointing performance again. How do we sum the game up like, really? I mean, pretty poor like, wasn't it?
I think it was boring. There was nothing really to it. I mean McGeady's goal, it was alright. I mean, even their goals, John McLaughlin mistake sums the game up. It was boring.
What do you think, mate?
Yeah, like you said, boring. Didn't play well. We got the 1-0 lead and we're just like hanging on to it. And then we just concede and we've got nothing about us. Just
Didn't create a thing. I thought Maguire was really bad. He kept giving the ball away, tried to do little creative 1-2s, didn't work at all.
What do you think we need to do, like, as a team, to get better? Because to me it's the midfield, but what do you think?
I think we definitely need to sign an attacking midfield who can create chances and I know we've got Greg and McNulty, but they're not doing well for us. Like, we haven't got a goal scorer still. I think we do need someone like Marcus Maddison, but it's looking unlikely, really.
What do you think we need?
we need to bring more pace. Like, they don't seem fast. Like when we played Watmore and Gooch, they brought pace to the wings and we played well. But McGeady and Maguire just not fast enough. They've got skill, but they're just. I think McGeady's losing it. Like, he slipped over at the D. He's did it a few times in the last couple of games. It's just, I just think we need pace.
Obviously now with the national call-ups, the Bristol Rovers game, that's being postponed, so we haven't got a game for a while now. So that's a bit of a problem as well, I think, isn't it?
I think that affected us last season. All the games in hand, like it's not well. We need that. We need to have like a game every week to keep the momentum going. I think that's stopping us from climbing the table. For me, we're not performing every week, and even if we do perform 1 week, the week after we could have a game off, and it's loads of confidence.
Any positive, lads?
McLaughlin.
I think McLaughlin played alright today. I think Dobson's looking alright in the midfield, but apart from that, no.
09 played well. He was box to box, chasing the ball. Yeah.
Thanks for your time, lads. Alright. Cheers. Alright, mate. So the stadium tonight. Sunderland just drew the game 1-1, the first round of the FA Cup. Morgan, what do you make of the game, mate?
I think it was like pretty awful. Like, to be honest, no one had anything. Like, just no energy, nothing. Not even the subs. I don't know, but I don't think we should be in the cup. Just get knocked out, so we can focus on getting promoted.
Try and concentrate in the league. I mean, where do you think the problem is in our team? I mean, we're not creating much like others. Do you know what I mean? It's just a case of. Do you think we need to just like try and get a couple of creative players in January?
Yeah,
do you know what I mean?
Players with energy. Like no one's got the energy.
Marcus Maddison, you see?
Yeah, he's a bit of a weird bloke, you know, Marcus Maddison. Like on Instagram, he's a bit weird, like.
He'll improve the team, won't he?
Yeah, we need someone like him, like through the middle.
You think he's a striker?
No, Greg's on fire, Luke.
Well, do you not think we could play Marcus Maddison as a striker?
I reckon, like, I remember one of the games, or for a couple of games, when the Jack Ross were played Maguire up front, and it worked quite well. So.
I'd just have McNulty and me. McNulty's our best option.
I'm thinking like the deal, obviously the system and the formation, like a 4-2-3-1 again. I mean, do you think it's a bit?
It's getting old now. I think it's just the same thing over and over.
I can go back to our usual 4-4-1, like just casual 4-4-1. I mean 4-4-2.
You shouldn't be saying 4-2-3-1 against in this league, should you?
Greg and McNulty up front or something, or maybe White put him back in.
I'll do when he gets back from injury.
Someone like to like support one of them.
09 behind the striker works well. If we played two up front, have an 09 behind him.
What do you think of obviously their goal? I mean, it was a mistake by the keeper, and McLaughlin was a bad mistake, wasn't it?
He's played bad all season, I think, really. I just think when Burge gets back, I think he should start again.
I think it's because he's not fit, Burge, but I mean, he saved it. McLaughlin saved it, and then he put it down, and it went under his legs. It was an absolute nightmare, really.
Yeah, I think it's a shocker.
Obviously, he's injured.
Too many little errors, we can't afford it, really.
Against MK Dons as well.
Any positives from the team? One player?
I think Dobson was good today.
I thought McGeady he looked better than the past weeks.
Dobson, you had great tackles.
No one.
The block was all.
Cheers for your time, lads. Alright, cheers. Alright, the game's just finished 1-1 outside the stadium tonight with Alex Foster. Alex, bit of a disappointing performance.
First half, we came out strong for the first 20 minutes when we got the goal, but we just dropped back. We kept them dropping back. We kept them dropping back, and then obviously second half, Then second half came, that was awful from John McLaughlin, mind. Terrible. And overall poor performance.
I mean, Maguire as well. I think Maguire was poor today. He just seems like he just looks disinterested, like at times, doesn't he?
Nah. To be honest, McGeady had an alright game, but Maguire, he has his moments where he plays well, but then he doesn't help back. He doesn't go, and when he's going forward, he like sometimes does the wrong things, like mistouches and that. So.
What do you think of obviously Max Power as the captain? I mean, it looks like it's going to be he's captain now. I mean, do you think that's the right thing to do?
I think he's poised out of all the players that we've on that pitch. I think he's the best option for us because ever since Phil Parkinson came in, he's been our best player. I think. Like going past, he does what he needs to do. He passes the ball fine, like the same as George Dobson. But yeah, out of everyone, I would say Max Power's the right one.
Will Griggs' performance, did you?
Better than last Saturday, but still, he just needs to finish his. He just needs to, instead of relying on everyone else to set up chances for me, I think he needs to make chances for himself.
Right now, it's obviously a bit of a long break before our next game. I think I'm not sure about our next game actually, because the Bristol Rovers game is being postponed. So it's a case of like there's another game to catch up on. I think it's 2 or 3 now. That could be a bit of a problem as well. Massive problem, because look at last season. We thought our games in hand were coming to use, but we lost. We just bottled it basically. So I really don't. And it's even and an extra game in this cup's not going. Like it's not going to be good for the players. I mean, it's like to be honest, if we didn't win, I would want us to lose because I didn't want to. I mean, yeah, it's nice to have a good cup run, but when you play extra games, it's just literally not good for the team. If you were Phil Parkinson in the January transfer window, who would you solely go for if you could get one player? Marcus Madison. Thanks for your time, mate. Cheers. Thank you. Cheers, pal. Thank you, mate. All right, you might say the steam light. Obviously, Sunderland's just drew the game, 1-1 the first round of the FA Cup. What do you make of the game, mate?
Today I thought were pretty average. I think from the start we just showed a lack of quality, like in all aspects of the game. I think we were slow at the ball. I don't think we had our best team out. I think he needs to think about who the best players are to work with each other, and I think all around it's just a big lack of quality. I think Phil Parkinson needs to think about if this is where he takes this club forward in the future. I mean, to me, we're lacking players. For me, it would take a player on. I mean, you didn't start with what more come on in the second half. We've got no pace in the team. McGeady doesn't look the same player as last season. Maguire just seems like he couldn't give a whatever at times. So, you know, have we got the squad? Do you think capable of getting promoted this season? I think we are in danger of becoming a very average League One side, and we need to be pushing for those top spots to get back into where we need to be, Championship and Premier League eventually. And I think it's just quite frankly, it is a lack of quality everywhere. Do you think that's a thing now? People see that we've got a Premier League stadium, we've got a Premier League supporters, but we haven't got a Premier League team anymore. We've got a League One team. I think people's got to realise that we are just a League One team now. Yeah. And I think for me, like when McNulty came on, when Watmore came on, as you say, it was a lot better. And there's certain players there today who are sort of like George Dobson. I think he put a decent shift in first half. He was horrendous second half because he had nothing left. And I think we need to take a long, hard look and just think about where we need to be in, like thinking about serious aims we need to try and achieve in the next year with Phil, and if Phil Parkinson is the right man to help us do it. I mean, this system 4-2-3-1 to me, Jack Ross played all the time for his manager career here. Phil Parkinson's playing it again. I just don't think that is the answer. 4-2-3-1. I think it's really negative, especially when you're playing at home. Why not play a 4-4-2 or even like something like 4 in the middle? Do you know what I mean? The striker's isolated. Greg can't do the work what McNulty does. I mean, McNulty come on, he created a goal straight away when he come on. Do you know what I mean? Yeah, I think if you look at the Tranmere game when we won 5-0, I mean, what was the formation we played there? I think it was a 4-4-2. It was a 4-4-1-1. Maguire just off Greg won it. Like just try different things. Like it's so methodical and slow. It's just like there's no tempo in the football, and I think that's what we need if we want to sort of push on, because teams like this we need to be picking them off in the last 20-30 minutes. And today we were no better than them, and it was just a sheer lack of quality. It was like anybody stand out, mate? Not really. I thought McLaughlin was alright. He made a couple of mistakes, but I think he hasn't really been playing that much because he's had Burgeon. But it was just not what you want to see. And I think the replay will be pretty tough, especially going to their place because they're a decent side. And I think it might be a good thing if we get knocked out of it, to be fair.
That's another problem, like playing the replay as well. I mean, we didn't need that, did we?
No, we didn't. We don't need extra games. They're tight enough as it is. And if they can't show sheer quality to pick off teams in League One, what they're going to do if they're trying to contend to win the championship?
Top two's out the question now, isn't it?
Yeah, definitely. Especially if we have Phil Parkinson, because from what I've seen of him so far, he's absolutely useless.
Right, thanks for your time, mate. All right. What's your name again, mate?
Ben.
Ben. Ben, all right.